D-Lo 404 here. All right, y'all. So, sorry if there's background noise. I'm actually going down the road. But I want to go ahead and get this video out. So, I don't usually talk about this kind of stuff, especially publicly, or you know what I'm saying, on a social media type forum or whatnot. But it was so. I had a dream last night, or not last night, a couple nights ago, that was so realistic and so vivid that it stuck with me. And it was about boxing, which I never dream about boxing. And hell, I don't even know that I dream a lot at all. But anyway, so I was dreaming that I actually was at the fight, Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia. And you know, when the fight started out in the first round, kind of like a feeling out process, which is what I expected. Because I'll be honest, I'm one of those people who have been adamant about wanting to see Errol Spence Jr. Take a very light tune-up before he goes back into a major fight. But I also been supportive of he and his team's decision that he was ready to take on the top guys. So in being supportive of that, I support the fight 100%. And I'm to the point that I'm looking forward to the fight. So as I stated, in this dream, the fight started out, you know, very kind of like a chess match, filling out process. Let me see what I can get in, see what you can get in. Let's see who can get foot placement, you know, advantage, and so forth and so on. You know, lefty versus orthodox. You know, and it was a fight that was first round, pick 'em round. Second round, pick 'em round. Third round, Errol Spence Jr. went to some other gear and just went to beating the shit out of DSG. And I mean, man, it was like a minute left in the third round, and it was a bludgeoning to the point that DSG took a couple knees, Cotto style, against Margarito, and then got to the point where when they got back to engage, Errol Spence Jr. just, you know, pretty much beat him into submission till the dad threw in the towel. You know what I'm saying? And I don't put a lot of stock into that dream or anything, because I don't expect the fight to go out that way, to go that way. But man, would that be something to see? Errol Spence Jr. defeating Danny Garcia in such fashion when we've never seen Danny Garcia beat that way. And in that, coming off of his accident and inactivity, man, if that happens, if anything close to that happens in reality, man, I'd have to just go 100% on Errol Spence Jr. the top welterweight in the world, with number 2 being far behind. I mean, right now I got him as number 1, and I got Terrence Crawford as my number 1 pound for pound. No, that don't make sense to some people, but Terrence Crawford doesn't have the body of work at 147. That is why I have it ranked such. But that said, I think Terrence Crawford is a close number 2. But beating Danny Garcia in that kind of fashion will put a whole lot of space between the two of them. And Terrence Crawford will have to do some serious work to close that gap prior to them coming together for their fight, should that fight ever come to fruition. But that's all I got to say. I just thought I'd share that. Figure some people might be interested in, you know, hearing that. But it is what it was, just a dream, you know. But and like I said, I don't expect the fight to play out that way. But man, oh man, it's got me to thinking. Cause I know Errol Spence Jr. is a special fighter. And I'll just say this: if anybody can do that to Danny Garcia, I think Errol Spence Jr. could. If anybody can do it. But that's all I gotta say on the D-Lo 404 boxing. Hey, thanks for listening to the video. I'm out. Peace.